Let's do it. We gonna be done in like 2 seconds. You know I'm the puzzle queen.
I ain't know that.
Okay. 100 pieces. Where the 1,000 one piece at?
I got a 300.
Let's get that one. This one too simple.
I want to see.
Okay.
Cause I'm a little slow. A little bit.
Cause I'm a little sly.
Hello. See, I got a site. I mean, not a site, but a seller on Amazon
Okay.
that I want to start consistently like getting these from.
The
But
puzzles?
Yeah, but they got like some black stuff.
I got 2 of them that's 650 pieces in my house that I've already put together. And
Oh, you for real?
They taped up. I'm dead ass serious.
Oh, you puzzle like
This 100-piece puzzle we finna be done with before the interview over.
Wow, that's hard. Wait, so all right, you do the honors then. How do you set everything up?
What you mean? How you set it up? It's a puzzle.
I
so
know.
How you got to start with your puzzle? Take all the edges out first.
Corners.
Yes, the straight edges. Anything with a straight edge got to be separated from everything else.
All right.
And have every piece face up. Every piece.
Okay, that's what I really was getting at.
Yep.
Everything got to be face up.
Yep. Everything should be face up, and your edges and your middle should be separate.
How my edges look? I don't got no edges.
You should have greased them down.
No, we should have did an episode where you braid my hair.
We could keep going back to back with the episodes. Like right now, my Fridays is open, so if you trying to get lit Fridays,
Is that the name of the show?
that's what we doing. We gonna get lit Fridays?
Is that the name of the show?
Something like it.
You trying to make me sad before you leave, boy.
How I'm gonna make you sad?
Want to link and connect and all this damn bounce. I'm gonna stop talking about that. That ain't here yet. Day at a time. One day at a time.
Right, because you.
All right, I'm
talking
done.
about Link
I'm
and connect. I'm confused. What you mean by that though?
I'm saying about doing the podcast.
Oh, so why would you be sad? That's happening. That's a good thing. We should rejoice.
Then you gonna leave. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna be back. The hell. As long as I ain't dead, I'm coming back.
Maybe it's true what they say about cancers.
What is it?
They said we're emotional. I don't give a fuck.
Cancers? I don't know. I've never really encountered a cancer.
For real?
I'm a Libra. I'm emotional too, so I have female cancer friends.
I want to see what they say about that.
Look, cancers and Libras.
Yeah. Cancers and what is it? Compatibility
Yep.
and Libra.
And I take it all the way to the compatibility of the numbers, the life path numbers, okay? Because I cannot date you until I know if I'm even compatible with you and see how this works. Now, the rest of it is nurture and nature and experiences and all that other stuff. But at least the universe knows that we belong together first.
Okay. You just got real serious.
I love this stuff.
Okay, I got to turn the air off so the sound is
Chris,
A1. So I hope you're cool enough.
turn it off.
Oh, you cold?
You made me cold when I got in here. It's
I'm
cold.
sorry. Because if your nipples get hard, then it's a whole different type of podcast.
Too late, these nipples. And I can't wear too much padding because it's enough pad in the boob already. So it's just a catch-22 for women like me out here. God really made no space for me. He really wanted me to be rocking alone.
You think so?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm glad you changed your answer.
I don't know.
You don't know. All right.
I don't know.
Cancer and Libra compatibility is
I don't think
complicated
so.
at first, but grows strong gradually with time. Cancers and Libras can form a beautiful bond only after passing a tough phase. Their relationship is interesting as they are quite opposite in terms of their zodiac elements. Cancer represents a water sign, whereas Libra stands as an air sign. Their bond portrays the classic example of how the opposites attract.
Yeah, because I don't like water signs, to be honest. My dad's a water sign. I love him, but I don't really fuck with him outside of that.
All right. Just because of opposite elements, it would be wrong to say that they don't share any similarities. Some of the mutual grounds they share are related values, integrity, individual attributes, and the love harmony that can grow strong over time.
Okay. Well, maybe that's what it is. Because the only signs that's been coming for me, too, have been fire and water. Fire and water. The only other air sign that I'm compatible with is Gemini, but then they get on my fucking nerves, too. So I'm confused. All the other signs I'm compatible with are fire signs. because you know we keep their fire fueling, and they definitely test how strong our air is. Air supply.
Cancers are an open, upfront person who doesn't hide their feelings. They do not hesitate to show their vulnerable side.
Now, I would like that.
Their opinions are honest, and in case of any argument, they tend to confront right away. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I would like that because I'm the same way as far as I'm not finna let time pass, and then I don't think that just a disagreement means that
We hate each
mad
other.
at each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Leave me alone, Philo.
Cannot pretend to be
I'm not about to play
alright
with you.
when things
I'm
are
about to be
messy.
finished with this puzzle though.
They can manipulate you amazingly, but they are bad at lies. Their emotions are all over the place when
Ooh.
things go wrong. They're still talking about Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. Libra. Their inbuilt nature is to make others happy, which is why,
It
in a
sucks
way,
for us.
they are great at flirting and good at conversations.
That's
The-
true.
The best thing about Libra is that they are helpful, steady, and social. Their
Helpful,
bad qualities
steady,
make them
social.
passive aggressive and controlling,
Yep.
hold grudges,
I'm
and
that.
avoid confrontation.
I avoid confrontation, but I don't hold a grudge. But I am passive aggressive and stubborn for sure.
Really?
So yeah, but I'm not the grudge type. My mom didn't allow me to hold a grudge, so now that was the nurture part that negated that I could, cause I really could, but I ain't mad at you no more. I'm over it. My mom used to be like, "Come in here." I don't want to.
I think once you see the other side of you trying something a different way and knowing it, dang, it wasn't really no harm in that.
Yeah.
And it's safe. I think safety is the main thing that people are worried about when it comes to,
Relationships.
I mean, that and getting over hurt. Like, ultimately, I think that's the fear. Like, I don't want to get hurt again, or I don't want to feel inadequate.
This is true, but in my personal experience, especially speaking now, this is like the first relationship as far as on
What is this?
This is okay. So currently, I am going through a situationship.
Oh, we are talking about this.
We are talking about this.
Okay.
We're talking about this. My current situation.
Okay.
My current situation has been a 3-year relationship, and I say relationship not as in we've been boyfriend girlfriend the whole time,
Okay.
but like in the first year we were friends.
Okay.
Then we got together as boyfriend and girlfriend, and then the relationship just took its own form, kind of, because you don't really know what is gonna turn out when you decide to say yes to a relationship. You know, you just hope for the best and prepare for as much as you can prepare for.
Hoping for the best. Like, does that mean you subtract or not allow for expectations to be set?
So no, you should definitely set the expectations, but you have to hope for the best. And I'm glad you asked that question. We have to hope for the best because a lot of the times expectations are not set. We don't have those conversations. And when I have tried to have those conversations myself, but it gets lost, and I don't know how, and I don't know why, and I don't know how to fix it. That's where my frustration kick in, and then I'm over it. So I could say that. But going back to the first point, which was that I'm not afraid of getting my feelings hurt again. I'm right now willing and ready to try another relationship.
Really?
Yes, because the relationship has not failed from lack of me trying. I've been trying. I've been trying to work through things. I've been communicating.
Okay.
I've been using the tools that it takes to make a relationship work.
Okay.
Because ain't no relationship gonna be perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is not my person.
That's what you landed the plane at.
I'm feeling like that's what it is. Because if you're not willing to do the work and I'm here and I'm willing to do the work, then am I supposed to wait until you're ready, or am I just
Hell
supposed to
no.
live my life? You know?
But you've accepted what you could do differently already.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, for sure. I have to learn to shut my mouth sometimes, because when I speak, it's not disrespectful and it's not to put you down, but it's gonna be truthful.
It's stern though.
It's stern and it's gonna be truthful, and it's gonna be that reflection, because I'm a whole hard Libra at the core, so I feel like that balance and that I know my flaws too.
Okay.
I'm not sitting up here saying that I'm perfect, but the thing is I know my flaws and I want to make them better. I see your flaws and I see lack of effort to make it better. I gotta call that out. And a lot of people would disagree. You don't gotta call that out. Well, why the fuck not?
I think it's how. I don't think there's danger in that, but the issue with men, because we haven't fully tapped into why we respond the way we do based on trauma, it doesn't help y'all understand how to speak to your king.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And regardless of your intention and your heart behind wanting to see us be better, because I was this person in total agreement of you shouldn't date based on potential, but there's something about seeing potential in somebody, but also recognizing from a man's perspective how I can water this garden versus how, vice versa, how you can speak to your king. You know what I'm saying?
That is so true. And it's also even better when a man has that mentality of what you just said, how can I water this garden to make sure that it grows? It's also better when a man has that mentality, because then he could lead me into understanding how to talk to him better.
Yeah, that's the missing piece.
And I do understand that it is in my delivery, but before I even got to the point of this sounds disrespectful, because that's be what it is at the end of the day. It's not
it's just triggering.
Yeah, it's just triggering. It sounds disrespectful. But before I even got to that point, we've had several non-disrespectful conversations. We've had several just, what do you think we could do
where
about
you
it?
didn't see results.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if you've addressed the issue
It's surprising, man.
and didn't see the results, then
How long you stick around for that?
how long are you supposed to stick around for that?
I'm
Because
not.
at the same time, I have to live a good life for myself as well. I still have to think about myself.
Yeah.
And a lot of women,
They stick around.
yeah, they stick around
Raising the fucking son.
sometimes. And so I'm just like, I'm gonna wait
Wait,
until God tells
that's
me.
not broken, is it?
No, that's not broken. That's just a piece. Look, I just placed that one. You just gotta find the ones that look like the ones. So all these dark pieces is going somewhere over here. So separate all the dark ones. It's really a technique, and you have to know how to organize
learning.
things. And I'm saying this is why I do puzzles.
I'm a problem solver.
It'll help you, yeah. I'm a problem solver as well. So maybe that might be the best relation between when they say opposites attract.
Okay.
No, you was reading?
Yeah.
I am really a problem solver.
That's why I teach man.
I'm not going to keep on harping on what's wrong, especially if we know what's wrong. We know what's wrong. How are we fixing it? And I've asked that question a lot, too, of men. How do you fix complicated situations?
You asking me now?
Yes.
Hey man, this is the outlet. Your boy Philo, the livest pre-recorded show on earth. We done already got into it. This is gonna be a good episode. I already know that because God didn't just kind of align some things.
Hold on.
Like, no, I'm not waiting, cause I don't edit. So.
Okay, but my friend outside, can I bring her in so she could
Oh sure.
not have to wait outside?
Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't mean that.
No,
didn't mean
I
it like
get it.
that.
She called me twice, but I had put the phone on Do Not Disturb so I
For real?
could put us on live.
Bring your ass on, friend.
Friend, you got to come up in here real quick. We doing the podcast, and we literally just got started, so come on.
I still might not edit. No, I got to.
Please
That was too
do
much.
not. Yeah, that was too much.
Damn.
It's
bro.
always some shit dealing with me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We got Mello here, y'all.
We do. A live audience.
Come on.
Come on now. Speak on it. Speak on it. See, when I get around, things just advance. It's already was good. Now it's going to be great. That part.
Golly. Mello, the bathroom is down the hall to the right if you need it.
All right. Now, we really locked in. Wait, let me make sure I got this on. Do not disturb again. I only checked it because I knew you was coming, friend.
And now you cold.
What happened?
Now you cold.
Am I cold? No. It's just no cushion in my bra.
Got it?
Sometimes you can see the nips. Sometimes they go away.
I got it. Hey, we back. We gotta go get Mello. So we
Yeah.
back.
We're
Philo, the
Live
outlet,
and direct.
the livest pre-recorded show on earth.
Here with your girl Morgan.
Morgan Brock.
Brock.
Hey man, this is a special episode for a lot of different reasons. The first reason being, like I was saying earlier, we met so randomly.
We did. You were my Lyft driver.
This is a very unorthodox way of meeting somebody.
It's not in today's times though. You get in a Lyft, you have a conversation that's good enough, whereas you realize you could work outside of just, where you met this person.
You think that happens? I don't think that happens.
Well, for me, more than maybe for you.
That's happened before?
Yes. I've connected with a lot of people off the first day, off rip. Seriously. I was working. I got hired for a job and I met Mello. And now we cool. It's like you don't expect, I didn't go there looking for friends is what I mean.
Right.
But then people become friends and people become family even.
That's crazy.
And I didn't get in your Lyft looking for a friend, but that's what you was.
That's crazy.
Look, I know that God has a purpose for me. I'm just still trying to figure it out because I'm easily distracted. And I could admit that. Let's just let that simmer.
Okay.
Because that was a lot to admit to.
And then at least you're not hopeless
Whew, child.
without knowing. Because some people become hopeless when they don't know their purpose or they don't know they have a purpose at all.
Facts.
So that's...
Well, the thing is the encounters and the experience I've have been so... You know how you can't...
It reminds you have a purpose.
Yes. You can't never... When something comes to you and it's from a higher source, you can never really describe it. You can never really duplicate it. You can never really explain.
It's like, God, you just orchestrated this.
Yeah, it's just an experience that you have and you have to kind of keep it to yourself. That's what he's teaching me. Because I'd be like, y'all, God did this.
Yeah.
Or God did that. It's too much. Because I still don't even know what he really wants me to do with all of this information that he's giving me.
That's how you feel about it?
I feel about that. Yes, that's how I feel about it now.
I'm going to keep sharing it.
You going to keep sharing it?
I'm going to keep sharing it. And I'll tell you why. One of my good friends that I met in Birmingham, we talked yesterday.
Okay.
And I told her, because I'm really close with her and her son, he's committed to go play basketball at Tennessee.
Okay.
So he like a little god brother to me now.
Well, hey, friend.
Right.
Hey, son.
I would have never met them had my son not had those heart issues and we had to move, like me and my ex-wife had to move to Birmingham.
Okay.
And so going through, like losing my son was the only reason I was in Birmingham to even be able to develop these friendships with these people. And so I'm not going to be, not that there's a knock at anything that you feel about not sharing.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have to share these moments because it paints this picture of, for so long I wanted to be in control of every aspect of my life.
Yes.
In order to know that it's not going out of control or because things don't work out, it's my fault. As hard and difficult as it was to watch my son die, I'm recognizing like everything had a purpose and a place like that was perfectly aligned to push me to where I needed to be.
Yeah.
Had I not gotten divorced, I wouldn't have moved to Atlanta.
Facts.
Like, so I wouldn't have met all the people here.
Everything happens for a reason, for sure.
Everything.
So with me, the reason why it's time for me to zip it a little is just because I've had this from a kid going up.
You know what you can handle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that's the
That's
reason.
what you're saying with the distraction thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes. And so what my grandma always told me was things don't just happen. They happen just. So this is happening just because you're going to go here with your life. Just because God has this in place for you. So he always had the path laid out for you. So everything that's happening was supposed to happen. She said, before we come to earth anyway, we sign our contracts with God. He shows us everything. That's how we're even able to have a deja vu moment. As far as I seen this somewhere where it wasn't.
Right.
And the reason why I can go no further than that is because it's not for him to keep showing you. It's for you to remember and find the way. That's your key back to him.
Yeah, I think those are good reminders.
So, that being the case for me, since I moved to Atlanta, I've had so many deja vu moments that is crazy.
Yeah.
And so, Now, before where I was fighting against it because of that thing, like you said, wanting to be in control. I don't want to know this person. I don't, what for? I don't know how to network well. I don't keep my connections. I'll meet a person, but following up, or like how we met, there was no guarantee that we was going to be at this podcast.
Right.
But now I'm working on networking. You're also rebuilding. We're both doing what we're doing in our element, in our own regard. So that brought us together. Those are not the type of experiences that I'm saying that you cannot share. You should most definitely share those. But the ones that I've been sharing is when God shows me how I need to move, and it's specifically for me. And I think that my friends can benefit from it too. I'll be like, well, you should probably try. Yeah, it's a little too much. I be doing a little too much. I see potential in any and everybody. And I want to pull that greatness up out you. I don't know why I have that urge, and I never had children. It's just like this natural mother. And
you're not the oldest sibling,
and I'm not the only sibling. I'm just the youngest. I'm the youngest.
Maybe you've wanted. Or have you been? So you were by yourself when your brother left.
Yeah.
So you probably wanted to be that for somebody.
But before he left, I was that for him too.
Well, that's
he
what I'm
really
saying.
couldn't tell me nothing.
Okay.
I was telling him what to do. So I came out the womb that way. Is what I'm trying to tell you. And so it's just in me.
Does that give you a sense of purpose?
To a degree.
You couldn't function if you couldn't help somebody.
To a degree. And that's absolutely the truth. Because you heard it here first. I was my grandma's favorite grandchild. And it's because I did anything I could for my grandma. And she liked that. She loved it, actually. And anything that I could for anybody else coming thereafter. My mother, my father, I was a people pleaser. And don't be mad at me. And if you're mad at me, I can fix it. And when I get in trouble, I'm writing a letter about why I'm sorry. And when my brother is mad at me, whatever, I'm going to fix it. And then when he's in trouble, no, don't get him when he should be got, because he did something that he wasn't supposed to do.
Right.
So for me, it was always like this wanting to save the world. Yeah. For what? I haven't even saved my fucking self yet. Okay, so now you see where I'm at with it.
No, I mean, I think that's why we can have these conversations, because, again, I'm a problem solver as well. So that's part of it. But I was the oldest sibling.
Yeah, and I was the youngest. It's just me.
Yeah.
But the dynamics of my family, just like you said, all the elements of the earth don't mix. But the dynamics of my family is we're all the elements of the earth.
I said that?
No, you didn't say that, but
what are you saying?
I done gave you a quote. I'm sorry. But you were saying when we was reading about cancers, opposites attract. So we really kind of opposite, but I was not saying that you said what I specifically just said.
Okay.
But
because I'm not that smart.
All the elements of the earth do not mix. Period. Like water and air, they consider them two opposites. But in some ways or in some degrees, they can attract. So with what we have going on with my family dynamic, my father's water, my mother's fire, my brother's earth, and I'm air. And that's what makes up the unity of how me and my brother came to be on this earth. Because we come from the same mother and father unit,
Okay.
But then my mom and dad separate, so now we're without the water, right? Then my mom remarries, and she marries an air sign. So now it's two air signs, fire and earth,
Okay.
But to a degree, it's like God works in mysterious ways, because fire and water are instantly opposites. Water's going to put the fire out every time.
Right.
And so I think that being the case, it was almost, like I said, God does everything for a reason. He has a purpose for everything. It was almost destined not to work out. And for this hardship to be upon us, because everybody has to be a first to do something. And I think I'm going to be the first person to break a lot of generational curses. That's it. That's all I got to say.
I'm here for it.
That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. And you can't share everything with everybody.
You believe that?
Yes. Yeah, for sure. I just haven't learned how to do it yet.
Yeah, but where does that come from? Is that trauma?
I think so. I think so.
So that might change. How you feel about that might change then? That's what that sounds like.
No, it should. It definitely should change. Like I think we should all
Okay.
talk about it and work through our trauma. That way, we even know what we're dealing with. That's how I'm so self-aware. It's because I don't hide my trauma. I'm not afraid to say ouch when it fucking hurt.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, you hurt me in this way, so
I suck.
you don't suck. You just have to figure out how they go.
Oh, that was right.
That was right.
Come on.
I knew that was right.
Come on.
You gotta match the picture too, not just
I'm
the
matching that
shapes.
too.
So when you put that there, I'm like, that makes the picture.
Nope. It's over here somewhere. That might not be directly to that.
It's not. But you almost there. So you a problem solver though. So you gotta fix this puzzle because I got a third of the puzzle.
I swear you done went crazy.
Already, and we ain't even all
God,
the
dog.
way in. I told you I do puzzles.
Mello. What it do?
This will go right here. And I knew that because the shape, the design and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
This my first time.
He gave me a 100-piece puzzle, sis. I said, where's the 1,000-piece one at?
That's what I said. She's like, we can finish that easy.
We gonna be done with this mid-interview. Okay, so you gotta help me though, friend.
I'm listening.
Help me because as a woman,
Ty, you saw that?
I did.
All
You
right.
did that.
Okay.
As a woman, I love companionship. I love, but it don't seem to love me. And I don't know what to do at this point because, and maybe that could be the problem. I've never any guy that I've had to be, that I've wound up in a relationship with, I've never had to pursue them. I've always been pursued.
What does that mean? That's the part I don't like.
Okay, so that means that I didn't go looking for a man. A man approached me, and I was digging his approach. I was digging his style, and so I allowed it to see where we could go from there. But it was never like any of the men that I see off rip, and I'd be like, "Oh, he look good." I didn't go over and tell him that to try to see where that can go from there. That's what I mean. I've never approached a man, but I have men that I have seen.
You
that
said
look
pursue
good.
though. That's why I'm.
Oh, okay, pursue. Yeah, pursue. That's pursue and approach. I feel like it's the same thing. So if you go and pursue a man
So
or approach them,
if you're being pursued, what is your role?
exactly.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't even know. That's why I'm here for him.
So that's what I'm saying. What are you expecting by being pursued? Like, do you
Oh.
just sit back and listen to see what he has to say to see if you are interested, or is this a mutual? Let's figure this shit
Okay,
out.
so yes, that's a great question. No. If I'm being pursued, I definitely go off of aesthetics first because that's all I have to go off of before you even open up your mouth.
Okay.
And if the aesthetic ain't right, don't waste your time, buddy. Unless you willing and want to be worked on in that department, you know? Because a lot of people don't want to change either. So you also have to judge off of that. Am I willing to accept this person for who they are exactly right now? Yeah. And sometimes that be hard.
Nope. You haven't been there yet.
No, I haven't.
That's a lot. That's a lot of pressure.
Exactly.
It feels a bit arrogant.
It does? Okay. I accept that.
But I'm not sure.
But I don't think so in just the sense of a man finds a wife. Come on.
That's tough.
Say exactly what came to your mind
tough.
when you just took that side.
That's tough.
That's tough.
Yeah.
You gotta help me, friend. Explain.
Because I'm so in a mode where I'm perfectly fine with things being non-traditional.
Okay.
And I say that because I understand how deeply rooted our thinking patterns are, like, embedded in tradition and religion.
This is true.
In a way where it's not cool to unlearn those things. And it's so unorthodox for people to have even just friends of the opposite sex. Like, that's unnatural.
That is true.
That's just an example.
That's true. But you can have friends of the opposite sex, but you
Absolutely.
have to set the boundary, though. What's the boundary?
What boundary does there need to be if that's your friend? Like people don't believe that it could just be that could just be a thing.
Well, help me understand this, friend, because that's very interesting. Because that's one of the issues that I see when it comes to man and woman with relationships. If you gonna be with me and you having an issue and you explain it to a certain female friend and you never even told me, and I'm your woman in house with you, where's the disconnect?
That tells me
Where's
that the environment isn't safe enough for him to either be comfortable enough to come to you, and which he should.
Okay.
But that's also a conversation he should have in telling you, hey, I'm really not comfortable, or I'm triggered because the last time I tried to bring something to you, this was used against me, or I was judged for it. I have an issue with being judged. And again, the accountability that needs to happen starts with men recognizing some of our moms have done the damage before y'all even come into the picture. And that's simply why black men run to white women or women of other races. Because of trauma bonding. I
hear that, but I
figured that
can't fully accept that. Yes, the mom has done the damage, but you don't think that the women have been done damage on from the mom and the father,
Absolutely.
or lack thereof, or the
I'm not
father's
negating
not there.
none of that.
So it's not so.
Yeah, no,
but the thing is that you have to be willing to acknowledge that and accept it and know that about yourself. Because what you just said, as far as being able to tell me that you don't feel safe so that I could work on how I show up to start making you feel safe, I don't have any of that going on. It's not that type of communication. It's not that type of communication on the opposite end.
Right.
Now, see me, I'm very vocal about my feelings.
I'm fucking up.
And I think that that's where it's not a fuck up.
All
You
right,
gotta
help
make
me
the
get this one. Help me
mistake.
get this one.
You gotta make the mistake and you gotta just ride with it. That one. So you looking for blue with
Yep.
the black line on it. Find it. Find that piece. And I'm going to show you that that's the one. It's actually this one. That's the one you're looking for.
I knew it.
So you see what I'm saying? Tell me where you need me to help you. And I'm going to point it out.
All
Just
right.
like that. Puzzle piece.
I ain't afraid to ask for help now.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no.
If I don't know what my issue is, or if I don't know how I'm turning you off, or how I'm not showing up for you, I cannot fix it.
And if this is Morgan speaking from a place of being sober, then you're an anomaly. Many people, women and men, aren't going to be okay with being told, I feel this way because you did this, or you.
Yeah. And the more that I
express, turns into tit for tat.
Yeah. And the more that I express those feelings, the more the disconnect came. But that's very dangerous. It's very hurtful to a relationship, and yeah.
People got to be real with how they feel about this shit.
Okay. So.
And everybody ain't ready for that.
This is true. Because you just go to a place where you're safe to still do the same things that you've been doing and not being checked on. Okay. This is really helping because it helps me even accept that even more. It's cool. Like how, now this you did say.
What I say?
I hope that you are able to forgive yourself for the decisions you have decided to make.
I did say that.
Yeah, you did say that. So.
I learned that in therapy.
Exactly. And it helped, it translated with me, and it helped in such a therapeutic way.
That's so dope.
Because that was what I needed to hear so that I'm not in my head saying, what did I do? Why me? And no, I made a decision. And I was true to that decision up until I realized that all parties involved didn't want the same things. Which is okay. But if you would have told me that, I wouldn't be here all these years or however long down the road thinking I could still fix this. And that's where it'd be like, yo, your dusty ass potential
No,
and your dusty.
no.
I can't go there.
No.
I can't.
No, ain't no
Okay,
need.
I'm sorry.
Ain't
You
no
right.
need.
Ain't no need. You are so right.
That's the other thing.
What?
Once people realize, like, this ain't where I want to be, and you've communicated things that you aren't okay with, like early in the dating phase, it's okay to, like, hey, we might not work out.
Yeah.
I'm okay with leaving this where it is.
Yes, for sure. For
What's wrong with that?
sure. It's nothing wrong with that. Actually, the only reason that it doesn't happen is because everybody don't communicate properly. They're not going to tell you that.
It only takes one person to feel thrown off, though.
That's true. But
So that's what I'm saying. What's been a hindrance is I don't want to hurt them, or I don't want to start over. I don't want to have to start over. Now I got to meet somebody else and go through this whole phase again.
that's true. That's
Like-
true. That's very true. So then you just going to stay in some shit
That's what people do.
and start smelling like shit?
That's what people do.
Because I'm going through the mud to come out clean. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with
That's
that.
wrong. Yeah.
You know that's wrong. First of all, majority of this piece gonna be white because you gotta fix it white here, and then it's gonna be
So
a
the
little blue.
The head got to be blue.
A little bit though, because it's not gonna even be all the way blue. It's gonna have a corner of white. Yeah, this one is the one.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You are sure?
I'm positive. Like, okay, so I was bachelorette living at a time during the pandemic. I always
said
loved.
what? Oh, bachelorette.
I was bachelorette living at a time during the pandemic.
That's right.
Yep, you did that. I always love to be around people, and I'm a Libra, so it's kind of my innate go-to. That's next. You're right. It's gonna go right now. You gotta figure out which way to go. Hey,
Come on, man.
the problem solver is
Come on,
now
man.
looking at the bigger picture.
Come on.
And not just the individual pieces.
Preach.
Okay?
Preach.
Because that's what it takes. Because that's the thing. When women say yes to the big picture, that's what they be looking at.
For real?
The potential and the drama and whatever's gonna go, they understand that might come along with getting to the big picture, but they still be trying to get to that big picture. At least I know that's how I function.
Yeah, y'all are so optimistic.
Ain't it though? For what
Yeah,
though?
and weird.
So we should be pessimistic and just
No, I think that's a great balance between men and women in a lot of cases.
Mm-hmm.
Until she just decides she don't want to be optimistic no more. That's dangerous. Yeah.
No, it's not dangerous. It's just the end. That's it. It's not dangerous. I don't want to be optimistic no more. Yeah, this shit been over. I knew it, but I was trying to make it work. And I see now that my efforts is only going to keep on hurting me because this nigga is determined to not making it work.
it's over
Then
with.
it's just over with. That's it.
Not for real.
Yeah, it's not dangerous. It's just over. Period.
It's dangerous for him.
That's the bed he chose to make for himself.
Gonna be
You
alone.
gotta lie in it. Because the thing is I hurt now in the beginning. Baby, you hurt after and evermore. Okay, let that sizzle in your spirit.
I don't want that. Don't get it to me. I don't want that shit at all.
What? Come on now, you the problem solver though. You gotta figure it out. No?
See,
Okay.
I carried that weight.
Okay. You did.
Hell yeah,
So
trying to
explain
fix
to me,
everything.
how did you carry that weight?
Trying to fix everything.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Thinking everything my fault.
True. And then before I even got in too deep, it was easier for me to hear, too.
What you
Like as far as, you know how when things are surface level, or at least this is how I operate. When things are surface level, it be the woman really trying to say, oh my God, let me make this go deeper and all that. No, I was fine with it at surface level where it was, is because at that point, I knew that the guy was still being honest with himself on what he really wanted, you know? You just want surface. You just want, you know, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Somebody spend time with every now and again. And then you got to hop over to the next person, you know, do your little wham, bam, thank you, ma'am over there and keep on going.
Okay.
That's cool. You stay single to do that, though. You don't get in a relationship and then those female friends that are just female friends, but y'all have smashed once before, so now y'all just comfortable talking about sex. That's why I'm saying, what's the boundary with the friends? and you said there shouldn't be no boundaries. But if this is a friend that you was intimate with before,
that ain't no. Now you changing the context.
okay.
Yeah, no. I'm
But
just
those were
talking
the type of friends that I was introduced to and
yeah,
didn't
no.
know it until after.
Oh yeah,
That's
totally
wild.
different.
That's different. It's like you don't go and say I'm ready for a relationship and do stupid stuff like that. That's just dumb. That's totally different. That's disrespect. That's no regard, and that's just.
What did your gut tell you about that early on?
You
though?
never have a boundary. Early on was that my gut just told me that growth was needed, and
but what told you to stay?
The conversation that was being had was that growth was what was wanted as well. I saw that growth was needed. Growth was what was wanted as well. Okay, well, let me show you how to do this then. Because it ain't hard to grow. If that's, when you have your mind made up that that's what you want to do.
Growth ain't hard to do. Okay.
Don't don't do that.
I'm just saying.
It is. You're right. I'm sorry. It is. Let me correct myself.
That shit hurt.
That's why they call it growing pains. You're absolutely right. So it's hard and it does hurt. But when you say that's what you want, growing or recognizing that the growth.
I was being nasty. I'm sorry.
You get on my nerves.
My bad.
The growth is what is needed, and it's going to cause you to be in some uncomfortable and very tested situations.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't run away from it and shy away from it.
You don't?
No. Nope. Not if you a woman, a strong woman that know yourself.
Why you fold your arms like that?
Because now, whatever you say, I want it to bounce off of me and hit you back. So I need to know. I need to know your opinion on this.
A strong woman.
Talk about it. Have you met many of those in your life?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go somewhere over here. What you was looking for? It's somewhere now. Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it. You put it in there, and I'll show you what part of the picture it go to.
Mello, you good?
What's your take on this, Sue?
Mello ain't been paying us no attention.
Yes, she has. She hear us.
I promise she haven't.
We are. We just making it do what it do.
Rambling?
But I think that the whole takeaway is relationships. How do you make them work? How do you make them last? Why don't this generation like to communicate? Why is it so easy to ghost a person, cut a person off? Questions that need answers.
Why you do it?
Wait, why did I do it?
Why you cut people off?
So,
how long does it take for you to cut somebody
just
off?
recently, I had a friend texting me, right? They say good morning. I say good morning. And they say, how's your day going? I'm at work, right? So I'm busy. I'm working. How's your day going? Okay, well, I'm off of work. Okay, well, I can see the da-da-da-da. Like, they literally went on and had a whole conversation in my messages by themselves because none of these messages were replied to. And then it's like, okay, never mind. Well, have a great day. And this is like over the course of some hours. I said, first of all, you giving red flag all over because why would you sit in my messages and have a conversation with yourself? If I have not responded, just give me time to respond. I got other stuff to do.
That what you said?
Yes. Blatantly. Do you want to see it?
Nope.
Okay. I didn't think so.
I'm just wondering. Sometimes these are thoughts. I didn't know they're just actual responses.
You feel me? And maybe that's where I go wrong because maybe something should stay thoughts.
Or just run them past somebody, maybe.
I'm not running it past nobody. I said what I said.
See?
Okay. See what? Can you?
Just try.
I'm coming for answers.
I'm just saying, just try.
So do y'all feel like making assumptions and communication is two of the biggest things in our relationship?
Yes.
Not the biggest.
but it definitely plays a part, a major part, because I was told that every time I had an issue that I was just assuming stuff, but I feel like it was fact though.
I think understanding is the main piece, like communication
Okay,
and understanding.
I accept that because I know that every time I did communicate, that's all I wanted was to be understood.
Yeah.
Okay, I accept that wholeheartedly.
And I think often it's everyone's intent to want to be understood and heard. It's just how that's done. And I don't subscribe to men or anybody saying women are more emotional now. From like since 2 weeks ago, because I'm not realizing, though men aren't expressive vocally, shutting down, getting the attitude, and not saying shit is also very emotional.
Yeah, and the silence is also more loud than being verbal anyway.
Yeah, that's why I don't subscribe.
And so, when you go silent, what is that saying?
Depends. Depends, and that's part of the understanding part. Like, oh dang, you grew up this way. You saw your dad do this, or you saw your mom do this. This is how you've been treated. This is how you don't deal with failure or disappointment. Talk to me.
And so, when I've explained that maybe I am overbearing in some ways when I'm looking for results, is because I know that's how I was brought up. When my mom wanted results, yeah, and it's difficult to deal with. So I owned up to that. I acknowledged it, and I explained that that's the area that I know I need work in.
It's hard not to project that on your person.
Okay.
Yeah.
This way, yeah, turn it to where that one fits in there.
Oh, we upside down.
But we did it.
Come on, man.
And that's just the thing. If both people are willing to do the work, I don't think anything is impossible.
This ain't right.
Yes, it is. You just ain't put it in yet.
Oh shit.
I knew how you was gonna take that because I am of the sober mind, and the puzzle is complete before the podcast.
Come on, man. Did
Now
that.
tell me I'm not a problem solver.
You are not a problem solver.
I'm not.
You told me to tell you that.
He's so extra. He's so
Just
extra.
saying. Niggas just want to be understood, bro. That's all. That's it.
But if you want me to understand you, you should help me.
Yeah.
Because if you're not saying nothing, I won't know.
That's true. You think sex complicates that?
Hell yeah.
How?
Because sometimes instead of talking about it, you wind up just trying to fill the void by utilizing sex as the next tool.
Both people do that?
I definitely know I've done it. So I'm speaking from my perspective.
Just to move past whatever the issue is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. So I'm speaking from my own perspective. And it solves nothing.
I was going to say, how are you even into it at that point?
Well, at first, it's just because everybody's horny. Let's not get confused.
Okay.
And then it becomes to where it weighs down on you. And I did notice that this was the first time that I've experienced not being even like physically attracted during those moments. You know, it's just like after a certain while, this ain't even working for you because you're not stimulating any part of me that's gonna bring that out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not stimulating me in the way that I even want you to touch me right now.
I don't know that I've ever been that locked in emotionally.
It hurts. I'm an empath. So
No.
Lucky for you, it hurts.
No. I'm saying
Oh.
I don't really know what making love means or if it has a meaning. But I would suspect if I had to over fantasize or dramatize it, whatever you call it, it would have to be like we so emotionally or spiritually connected. This feels different. This hits different.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I've ever been in that situation. Rather, versus we just horny
Okay.
and I love you, care about you,
Okay.
and we had sex.
Okay. So, in my very first time that I fell in love, that was the experience for me. So I know what that was, and I don't like anything that doesn't feel like that. Not even gonna lie to you.
That's the bar.
That's the bar. It's because at that point, I was so young and I had never been in love for real before that when it came, I wasn't fighting anything. I was open and receptive to everything.
Right.
So by the time that it was time for it to be over, baby, you talk about lose your marbles.
Damn.
What?
That's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say probably up until last year, maybe that same ex still had a chance. Don't get it twisted. That's how deep that shit was or felt.
Wow.
Yes. Up until last year. And I promise you, this man ain't even checking for me. But what sealed the deal was that, oh, okay. Okay. I see what you got going on over there. Yeah. That's crazy.
That's deep.
Yeah. And it's too much for me because I'm not emotionally stable to.
I was gonna say,
balance it.
wouldn't you feel at
That's
a
all.
disadvantage?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
When you can't control your body and like,
I'm not gonna say can't control my body.
oh, it's not that deep.
No, it's not that.
Like you walk in the room and you just, oh God, you just start floating towards.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not one of those.
I'm sorry. I thought that's how deep.
Please don't. No. No.
Good job, brother.
No. Go away. And it wasn't even all that good. I was just young and dumb and had never had no other dick. What do you mean? I'm sorry.
I got you. Okay.
You talking about 16, 17. The girl just lost in the
yeah.
sauce. Exactly. But it was still a 6-year relationship though, nonetheless. So it was just like we really vibed off of each other. And I think just because we were both emotional beings, it's innate in us. That the emotion is what I take from, yes. The sex only comes after it only gets that much better after I'm already emotionally connected. But other than that, yeah, no. Sex will just be sex. If there's no emotional connection, I'm good. Thank you. But once you get me to start liking you and you serving me up something good, don't do that because if you mess up, I might have to stab you. It just depends on how deep it is.
Here we go.
JK, stab is a metaphor for
No.
ghost.
No, okay.
Nah, for real, because I'm not going to jail for nobody. I still need to be outside.
Who said you got to go to jail?
If you stab somebody, you might.
Come on, bro. You know how to stab somebody without going to jail.
Nah, I haven't done it yet. Don't tempt me.
Anywho, let's transition.
Please.
Speaking of stabbing people, so
we just killed this puzzle.
You're what would you say you are you a model / actor, or are you entertainer / model, influencer /
I'm an entertainer / entrepreneur. I'm not a model at all, but I will take some modeling gigs if it's the right one that goes with my image.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm an actress.
Okay.
That's how people know me if they do
I
know
said
me.
actor, I'm tripping.
From acting, I'm in Tubi series Tears of a Hustler. We have season 2. It's going to be on the way.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Boom.
You got the same role?
Drop that bomb for that. Yes, I have the same role.
Okay.
They bringing me back.
Interesting.
Yes. I have a film called He Who Findeth, also on Tubi. Christmas film. You know, I'm the wealthy family's assistant. Next movie, I will be the wealthy family. That's just it.
Okay.
I will be that. It will be me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm currently manifesting that lead role and also that opportunity that changes the trajectory of my career and that. So yeah, so I'm just living my best life, you know, and in the midst of it, heaven and hell exist at the same time. My career's flourishing, my personal life is on the fritz, you know, and keeps me in my feelings, but I'm never down, like a down-spirited person. I'm always still high frequency. I'm always vibing high. What's up? And I think that's important.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite role so far?
Ooh. My favorite role so far is in the film Mason. I played a detective. I played an officer, and I come in like, shut the fuck up, all aggressive and all stern. To be honest, off rip, off back.
That's who you are?
No, it's not. So that's why it's my favorite one, because it helped me do something outside of who I normally am and how I would normally approach confrontation. It helped me approach that confrontation head on, because I'm the head nigga in charge in that situation. I'm coming in as the police, so I got the gun, I got the badge, I got the upper hand, which was good. Normally in a confrontational situation, I'm shying away from confrontation. I'm not gonna argue with you. I don't want to do it.
Are you shut down, leave, or are you cry about it?
I'm passive aggressive. I'm not shut down,
no tears?
leave. It depends on who you are, if the tears come. Yep. The closer you are to me, you might see a little tear. The further you are to me, I'm just a dog about it.
Damn.
Yes.
What's your normal temperament, though? Like, who do you allow people to see off real? Or does that depend?
Bubbly, happy person, and it could depend. If I check, honestly, my sign is the scales, so I often think that I'm a reflection. So whatever energy you come at me with is what you'll be met with.
I'm trying to think about our situation. Because I don't really know what I gave you.
When we first met?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Because that shit happened fast.
Yeah, it happened so fast. So we were in your car, and you were proceeding to take me home when I met you from the lift. But I don't know what was it that you asked me that kind of got us into a little bit of my backstory with what was going on.
Right.
Because at first it wasn't just us in the car.
Right.
Which it wasn't even no tension or animosity there either, because it never is.
Right.
All you have to do is tell me what it is. I'm going to accept that. I'm going to process my feelings and my emotions, and I'm going to handle it.
Yeah.
If you don't tell me what it is, you done played in my face, and now you insulted my intelligence because I've had to figure out what it was on my own, so now I want to fight. That's just the only difference. This is really just two sides to me.
So this is, now you want to fight. Are you just saying that?
No.
Because I'm really confused now, because
if you play
said
in my
you weren't going
face,
to stab somebody, but now I think you will. You keep going back and like, are you violent or not?
I'm not a killer, but don't push me.
Mello.
I'm not a killer, but don't push me.
I'm feeling violent.
No, I'm not violent. I am a Libra, true and through to the core. So the energy that you meet me with is what you're going to be matched with. And if you push me too far.
See, no, your gauge isn't fair. I don't think your threshold is fair at all.
What is it? What's my threshold then? Because I need help with that too. Because I've been saying that it's fair, and I've been wanting it to be fair. And I think that's why I keep saying it, so that it'll manifest. Sometimes it is a little throw.
See?
I'm going to tell the truth.
You at a concert, white girl in front of you, got water splashing on you. Oh, I'm sorry.
If she say sorry, no, it's cool. It's a concert.
Is it?
It's water. If it's water, yeah, it's cool. If she's sorry about accidentally tossing some liquor, bitch, no, because you tried me. What's up? Who goes toss their liquor anyway? Why you ain't finished that? So yeah, it better be water. Just if it's water, you sorry. Yeah. If she don't say sorry though,
then that means she didn't know. That could mean
no, that don't. Okay, so then I'm gonna say, excuse me, but you just threw water back here. It's been done before. Perfect example.
Your first mind is, this bitch just threw water on me.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Always.
I'm gonna work on that.
Why?
Because that's your only mind. Is
but ain't that what happened though?
Mode. Like, I have to defend myself right now.
You right.
Not that this could be an accident because we're at a fucking concert. It's.
The thing is though, time out.
Did you do that on purpose? I'm asking you nicely. Did you do that on purpose? No, I'm not mad. I'm just asking. Don't tell me to calm down.
That's not fair.
That's your first mind.
I would have no problem with what you just did. Cause you right. My bad. It was an accident. If you say that to me and I threw water on you and I didn't know, and you say that, like, you just threw water on me, right? Is it okay? Yeah, you right. My bad.
All right, watch this. What's wrong if their energy is off and you don't respond with the same Libra energy.
It probably will be a fight. Cause that literally just happened to me, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm at work, right? My coworker is inside at the cash register, right? It's just two of us, so we normally piggyback off of each other. I walk outside to the patio to clean out the tables and proceed to open that up because the restaurant opens at 10. At this point, it's like 10:30. You know, the restaurant has just gotten open.
Okay.
I'm cleaning the outside patio, getting it set up. I'm putting the things up. It rained the night before. I'm putting the umbrellas up before they can have shade on the patio. A lady walks in with her daughter, but I just walked out of that restaurant and my coworker was at the cash register, right?
Okay.
But by the time she walks past me on the patio inside with her daughter, he's not there anymore. I didn't know that. So she comes out, do you work here? Oh, yes, ma'am. Give me one moment. I come in there, I help her. I'm helping her. They tell me they order, they get their order. She said she wants chips. She's like, do you have these types of chips? I'm like, I don't know, but I can go check in the back for you. I go check in the back for her. We do have them. I come back, I bring the chips out. I toss them on the counter. She said, you didn't have to throw the chips like that. This is the mother. And I said, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw them. Like, that wasn't my intention. I'm just busy working. You know, everything kind of moving fast. So when I tossed it, it probably just did that. Okay, cool. Didn't say nothing else, but stood right there in my face with a whole lot of attitude. Other customers are coming in. I'm doing me. And I didn't even know she had an attitude at this point because I'm still going about my day doing my business. Okay. She tells my manager to have me apologize right then and there. My manager approaches me in front of the customer. Now, one, that was the thing. He shouldn't approach me while she was still there.
Right.
Two, once she said that I threw chips at her, I said, ma'am, we already settled that I did not throw chips at you. She said, but you, because I told him this was what it was. She didn't like when I said this. This what happened. So my manager came back up there and I said, I said, you got me a little discombobulated because I thought you was still at the cash register when I was out there wiping the tables. I thought you was going to hold me down. And then he was like, oh, yeah. I was like, well, it's just Wednesday. You know, literally that tone and that like kind of lighthearted, but still, I knew the bitch was going to hear. I knew she was going to know because it's just Wednesday and you just started this with me. So maybe, but it was lighthearted. It was addressed to him and it had nothing to do with her. Nothing was said disrespectfully. I just stated my case. She going to tell, that's when she told him she wanted an apology. He said, what you do with some chips with her? And she's standing right there, her daughter's standing right there. I said, I tossed the chips, but I said, I tossed the chips how I do every time on the counter. It was no animosity towards her at all. I think that she's the one that had an issue because no one was here to take her order instantly when she got in the door. Then we go from there. She was like, but you didn't have to say that was Wednesday. And then me and her got into a back and forth. And I just wanted him to let me come up to the counter and fight her. But he was already in his bag too. And he asked her, please, ma'am, just go. And you don't have to do this. And she was like, but she's serving all the other customers nice. I said, I was serving you nice too, ma'am. You're the one with the chip on your shoulder. So your point of view is what's throwing everybody's energy off right now. Trying to get that point across, it didn't happen so well. So we in a back and forth until he gets her to go out and he told me to shut up. He did tell me to shut up. He was like, you just need to shut up. You know, because still the customer make him feel, but I don't care if she don't ever fucking come back. If I'm being honest. Because I did nothing to her. I was doing my job. I'm cleaning the patio to get it ready for us other customers and everything. She's not our only customer. So how do you think I should have handled myself in that situation?
How do you think you handled yourself?
I think I handled myself perfectly because she did not get hit or anything. But the next thing could have been blows and I was fine with
perfectly?
all of that. Yes, very perfectly.
Even with the nice, nasty comment to your manager knowing she will overhear?
Yes.
Morgan.
Because she should have never came for me and then stood right there. No, she was trying to put pressure on me when I was handling the other customers, though, and I felt it. You think I'm not going to feel that? Things are often felt before words are even exchanged or said.
That's cool.
So she did that first. So, yeah, I was going to say something because who is she and what do you mean? Why and I didn't say nothing to her. I let her still stand there with that energy and I was cracking a joke with my coworker.
It was a joke, okay?
It was a jokey joke. She should have laughed and kept it moving. But
you couldn't have handled that no different. Come on now, this is me. You ain't mad at her. She's not here. Could you have handled that different?
I could have just not said something. You're right. I get told. That's the only thing is that in times when I have the opportunity to shut up, I don't think I know how, but that's because people already didn't try me.
But that's the thing.
They're trying me because I'm being tested.
No,
I don't get it.
We have no idea what she's dealt with. She has no idea what you've dealt with, right?
That was my point. It wasn't already a good day for me, but I was still putting on a smile to serve my customers.
What?
And she came in there with that energy. And you know it, I know exactly what day it was because this was the point that I brought up afterwards. It was Juneteenth. We are black on black here. She was the only black customer in there that morning.
That don't mean nothing to me.
But you see what she did on Juneteenth.
Yeah, that don't mean.
And then caused me to look that ugly on Juneteenth too.
She did that.
Maybe not. I never said I was without needing to work. I just said that
You said you handled it perfectly. That's what you just set up here and said. We have this recorded.
That situation was handled perfectly, but that don't mean that I don't know I still need work. But yes, I should have said something because her energy towards me was unwarranted, unnecessary. When I did not come at her like that, I still, hey, how are y'all doing? Once I got in there and asked her what she needed. But you go ahead and tell me, because you was giving me your perspective, and I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, I'm just saying.
You
I don't think that's avoidance. I think you can speak your mind, but also with the knowledge that I know how to handle myself in disagreement. This lady may not know how to handle herself.
Okay.
Let me apologize and diffuse, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk to my manager after this though, because what I don't appreciate is you handling that in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
We definitely had that conversation after fact.
So other than that,
That's so true. But the thing was, is I said sorry when she first told me about the chips, and there was no manager needed. I instantly came off rip and told her sorry. So now tell me what was her purpose in going back and then doing that after I did nothing but serve other customers.
she's having an off day, I guess. But that's what.
And that's what I told you. I'm a Libra, true and true. You meet me with that energy, I have to match it. And I don't have to. No.
Come on, Morgan.
I want to be better than that, but people can't walk all over me, and that's what had been happening since a kid. So you have to also go back into my childhood trauma and realize that I come from a family that has done that too. Being the youngest of the whole pack, many people didn't want to listen to what I had to say, even though I had a lot to say.
You feel weak in that moment? What makes you feel
it makes
inferior?
Because it takes me back to a place in my childhood where it's your mother and your father telling you what to do, where you feel like you have no voice. I don't want to ever feel that way again. I don't want to feel like my voice is not going to be heard. And if you made to feel that way, right, where you're supposed to have a environment that's loving and safe for you, I'm sorry. This is how I show up.
You expect that from other people. I don't.
You don't?
I don't. Because I never know who I'm dealing with. I can
say-
only control my response
Exactly.
and how I approach any situation. You're not finna throw me off is what I'm saying.
That's true.
There's nothing nobody can do to throw me off.
Yeah. I'm
going to be stern and I'm going to be firm in me telling you how I feel.
Yeah.
But I'm solution-based. Hey, I apologize. It's no ill intent. Like, I go speak to my manager if there's anything we can do for you, woo, and leave it alone. That was nasty.
It was left alone.
You got nasty when the manager came back up though. I said the Wednesday. It's okay though.
That was the nasty part.
I think so.
I thought it was a jokey joke.
For who?
Me.
Exactly.
To laugh. I had to laugh because she had already threw me off with what she said when I first tossed the chips up there, because I know that was not my intention at all. So I initially
So you weren't mad? Yes.
Because she was standing there with that energy. I wasn't mad about it initially. If she would have, been like, oh, you right. Or, okay, apology accepted, and went about her business like normal customers do. They sit and they wait for their order. She stood right there in my personal space.
And waited for you to come back? Or waited for the manager?
She just stood there the whole time. I don't know what she was waiting on. She was just there the whole time after the fact. By the time she was talking to the manager, she had already had her food. She could have been left. Right. You see what I'm saying? Type stuff.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like, she had already had her food. So in that case, you trying to apply pressure to me, and I'm going to let you know I'm the right one. I'm the right one for the pressure. I can handle it. And still smile and laugh about it. Like I said, it was a jokey joke for me. Because you're still trying to apply pressure to me, ma'am, and you have your food. You have everything that you need to lead this restaurant. Now, it's just Wednesday, so let me check myself. That's what the comment was really for. Mm-hmm. She took offense to it again because, once again, you're having the off day. And I want to shed light on that. Because it's not okay how you're carrying yourself either. I'm sorry.
I got you.
If I got to always stand up and own up to what I do, because I'm loyal to a fault. I'm loyal to my faults. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm without faults. I just think that, well, If I'm gonna check myself, you check yourself too. Yeah, so I probably got to work on that.
Yeah, that's what I mean by expectation. So I'm not ever gonna tell the person not to speak your mind and be honest with someone about how something has made you feel. I'm never gonna do that.
Okay.
Right? I just know once I get it off of me, however you feel after that, that's no longer my problem.
So once she was standing there and was doing whatever she was doing with all that energy, she put it on me. And I did, because it was on me the rest of my day.
But you were triggered anyway.
I was triggered.
Yeah.
It was on me the rest
That's
of my
honest.
day after that. And I'm so dead ass serious about that because I kept trying to shake it like I cannot believe this. But at the same time, she don't know what kind of day I was having. My personal life had already been in shambles. So I still wasn't in the best headspace anyway. My emotions are already all over the place, lady, and I was genuinely serving the customers how I do every day with a smile on my face in spite of what I'm going through.
That don't feel fake to you?
It can't feel fake in that environment because I'm there to do the job with a smile on my face.
Regardless of how you feel, I'm saying that part don't feel fake to you?
What?
If you're already dealing with so much outside of that.
And to still have a smile on my face and work,
Yeah.
it would be fake.
I'm asking,
I
do
mean,
you feel
oh.
fake about it?
Oh yeah, for sure. If my feelings are not that I want to smile and I still have to smile, yes. So exactly, I'm already dealing with my own internal spiritual warfare because that's going against how I'm not feeling like smiling right now.
You know
but
what
I
I think?
still am.
Maybe this is a thing. I think all actresses and actors need regular therapy.
For sure.
Because that is exactly what y'all do. Regardless of what y'all are dealing with, y'all have
Yep.
to get on screen and be somebody that y'all are not.
This is true.
And character development and really
And if you want to
taking
go even further
responsibility.
than that, I've already admitted that from my childhood trauma, I'm often made to feel like I didn't have no voice. So I'm just often faking my funk. So that's honestly where my career choice came from. Once I was graduating college and realized that I wasn't going to sit down and be a
this all
CPA.
makes sense.
I'm not going to be a CPA, but I love entertaining. My first love was singing. I smoked my lungs away a little bit. So, you know, I just got to, not completely. Ain't nothing over with. My turmeric drink and, you know, some vocal practice and rest, baby.
No, like sing for real?
Yes, I am not lying to you. And that was the first one that I wanted to do. I'm just like, I know I can act my ass off too because I pretend like I like all these motherfuckers around me every day. So I'm going to go in that way. Once they let me through one door, I'm going to kick down all the rest. You only need to be great at one avenue, and then they're going to let you do everything else in entertainment. Oh, we want you to endorse this product or that or this or that. Come on now. I'm trying to think of the bigger picture. I'm trying to find the people that God wants to go with me because you go by yourself, you go fast. But if you go with a group, you go far. Hello? If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. You need a team. Everybody needs a team. You know? So I'm trying to make all of this, what I know about life, to be true, and then what is of this world to kind of coincide with that. You know, I'm still trying to figure it out. Like I said,
It's all a process.
it's all a process. It's all a process. So, yeah, actors do need regular therapy, and I'm going to be the first to tell you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm probably not the first. Taraji said it before. She said she went to therapy. You know?
That's real.
I've heard the stories. And that's the thing. When you become a true artist, embedded on not only bettering your craft and mastering that, but in bettering yourself, you're not going to be able to lie to yourself no more.
Oh, yeah, no.
You cannot.
No,
I
you
don't lie
can't.
to myself. Which is why I could always tell when a person is lying to me, because half the time they don't even believe the shit when it come out their mouth, and you can see that.
You can always tell?
Hello?
You
No,
can always
I'm
tell?
not going to say always tell. No.
You did say that. Morgan, come on now.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. And I cannot always tell, but
I'm just being petty. I'm
sometimes
being petty.
the
You good.
lie is too fucking great that you don't even believe it. So don't lie to yourself, and then it won't get through to me.
Mello, you good?
Tell him, Mello good. Mello need a shot.
We've been talking about some stuff, Mello.
So, what's your take on this, sis? Should I have not cussed that child like she deserved? See?
I ain't say nothing.
You told me.
That's one person's opinion.
That's all I need. One person to agree with me.
No,
Okay.
it's good stuff though.
But yeah, but no, to a degree though, you're right. And that's that's honestly my biggest challenge right now is to know that it don't matter. I cannot let these people throw me off my square.
How, do you see that being problematic in a relationship?
Of course.
Man, I did not want to go back to a relationship. I'm not going to go back.
It is though.
Um,
It is. Good question. It is. It's problematic in a relationship. Now go to these situationships when you just have fuck buddies and all that, because that ain't no relationship. What is that? What is that? Why do people need fuck buddies?
You got to ask some people.
I'm asking the people.
I'm saying you have to ask. You can't ask me.
Oh, I can't ask you.
I'm a simp.
Oh.
Yeah, we do that, and I've said this before, but we do that when we're done, and you get up to go to the bathroom. I'm thinking you leaving. I'm probably gonna ask you where you going.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a soft ass nigga.
Understood. He said I'm a simp. I'm a softie.
What's your sign?
Cancer.
It's not wrong with that though. I'm a simp as well.
All right, don't leave me then.
That's exactly why I don't get emotionally, physically involved a lot, because if I gave you some, then we go together, right? That's my man now.
Breakfast the next morning.
You feel me?
They gonna cancel me. I don't care. I gotta say something deep after that. Hey man, taking the paper off a cupcake, still making a cupcake. I'll let them figure out what that means. I just made it up.
No, I get exactly.
At
what
the
you
end of
mean.
the day, the day
it's
gonna
another
end.
saying that. That's right. Okay.
Glow.
Right. Get them glow.
Yeah, glow. We are. I'm not gonna say anomaly. I don't know. It's just this is the energy. I can appreciate it. I can also appreciate like knowing now that we know some of the same people. It makes sense.
Yeah. But if we didn't know those people, would the energy be any less?
I think the trust would be different
Okay.
because I'm big on that.
Yeah. I feel it.
And I don't just let anybody in my house or my car
Facts.
outside of doing Lyft.
Yeah.
And it's probably why, up until like 2 weeks ago, why I was celibate for 2 years, is because I have issues with trust. I'm just being honest.
Oh, you're nasty.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
I've struggled with, especially being in Atlanta, because it's had such a bad rep with niggas getting set up, chicks getting set up, and so I haven't been interested in vetting people, and so I've only like kept like female friends that I knew were just friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't been pursuing nobody, because I know like, I'm not finna be spending $200 on the first day. No, that extra mellow. I ain't got it like that. This look like a lot of money. These are investments.
That part.
You know, it's coming, but
Yeah.
you know.
The money's on the way.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had to do a lot of work personally to get to a place to where I know how to navigate being single
Okay.
and not feeling lonely.
Okay.
The loneliest I've been has been while I was married, and so that was
Wow.
it was strange to me being single
Yeah.
and like trying to navigate. And so like I just said about you being an actress and needing therapy. Thankfully, what I've been able to do with my music, I don't portray a character in my music. What I'm feeling and what I'm going through is what the fuck I record.
Yes.
And so that's been an outlet and very therapeutic for me. And it's probably the only reason why I've been able to maintain and sustain, a level head for this long. But
Well, that's beautiful. My outlet is not music, but spoken word. I would
remember you saying that.
love to put it to music, but I have so many poems, and there's so much about love because I'm such a hopeless romantic, I think. And I know that is gonna draw it to me. I know it will find me, like that real, true, undeniable, and unconditional love. Just because that's what I'm fighting for anyway.
Did you see that with your parents? Did you see? Do you think you saw a picture of love?
Yeah, yes. Amongst my mom and my bonus dad,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. Because, but it's in a way from where we come from. We're from the Midwest, so it's different. That's a different kind of love.
Is it?
I love their love. They do love each other to the point where they won't give up on each other. They'll fight for each other, with each other, but I mostly see them fighting with each other. I don't really know how to navigate that type of love. And not that that's what I mostly see. No, I see the other side of it too, but it's like every 3 or 4 months there's going to be a outbreak of some big old argument that lasts at least 2 weeks to a month.
In a way, does that remind you that that's okay to do, or?
So that's currently what I'm trying to unlearn and process and figure out. Like,
That's good.
how do I not incorporate that? Because I don't think it's necessary to really have that love. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And then I hear examples of other couples that I know who've been together for a long, long time, and they have their form of doing it too. But it's not an argument. It's not where it has to be a shout match or things get turned over and stuff like that. Now I've seen that kind of crazy love too before. It's not those shouting matches, and I've seen it also in other dynamics, mother-daughter. You know, like shout matches, like physical fights and different things like that from where I come from.
Right.
I've heard stories and seen stories where it's not so much of an argument or a fight, but a bickering of back and forth. Right now, you on my nerves, but you my person.
Real
and
testy.
and I know you my person, but they just, it's just either that time of the month.
I don't want to normalize that. My next relationship, I don't want to normalize that.
You don't want. To be honest, I did notice that I'm very testy around that time of the month though too, and I don't think that that's something women can control. I'm very much so emotional, and if you're not babyfying me like how I think it should be done, then now it's an issue.
Really?
Yeah,
That's honest.
that's honest, but it's really only just that time of the month because I'll bounce back like I'm so sorry.
How long does that
I
last?
don't even- How long does that last? Just a week. Oh, not even a week, like the
Shit.
first couple of days of the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first couple of days of the cycle, but then once you get to, yeah, you cool, because then around day 3, day 4, I'm like,
Oh, but you said you apologetic.
it's almost over. Yeah, and I apologize about it too. Like I know that, like, damn, I did kind of trip, and that was out of body, but I was cramping and shit. My hormones was jumping, I guess, cause little things.
You gotta make it up after that.
You do. Do you? You don't think I do?
I'm just wondering.
I mean, I do. I would love to make it up after that, but also the man has to understand and be okay, because after how many months of that, if you've been living with a person for a year, 2 years, after so many months, you like, it's that time of the month. Let me not say nothing to her.
Really?
Yeah.
Do
You should really want to know your partner. Your partner is to be
I
explored
know, but
too. They're gonna change over the years and all that too. So you keep knowing them.
do women know what they need from somebody, or they don't need anything from that person during that time?
I know what I need during that time from somebody. Yeah, for sure.
It's tangible. It's something.
Yeah, it's just tangible. That's all it is. It's tangible. To be honest.
Oh, okay, as long as you know. If you communicate that, like, just stay out of my way. And I like chocolate. Only green M&Ms. Yeah.
And you tell people that, and then they still can't meet you there, then that's different.
Y'all shit do be changing though.
Yeah.
'Cause
But it's hormonal too, so I can't always know. That's just like when I'm carrying a child in me. It's hormonal. It's
No,
like
I get it.
It's like something's going on genetically, so I'm not okay inside my body, and it's coming out this way verbally. But the thing is half the time you might not even know it until after the process has gone through whatever's happening with your body. You know? You don't know that's what it is. All you see is this person not trying to compromise with you, and so you, in whatever feeling or whatever mood you in, you not finna compromise either.
True.
What's up?
True. Before we wrap up, favorite food?
My favorite food is lasagna. It's the first thing I learned how to cook, and I cook it very well. Well, it's not the first thing I learned how to cook. It's the one thing that I made sure I learned how to cook because I liked it so much. So
Lasagna.
yeah,
Okay.
lasagna.
Okay.
That's it like that.
Top 3 movies.
That's so hard.
Favorite actor. Favorite actress.
No, because it's not that simple.
All right. top 5 animated movies.
Oh, Jesus.
No order.
Okay, top 5 animated movies.
Whatever comes to your head first.
Mulan, Brave,
Uh-huh.
Frozen,
Frozen. Okay.
Croods, and Lion King.
If you didn't say
Lion-
Lion King, I was gonna judge you a little bit. No, a
No,
lot.
yeah.
A lot.
Follow me. I know the way. I'm
Okay.
Rafiki. I love it.
All right. Top 3
Top 3 what?
movies.
Ugh, I still don't have those. Actually, I do have one of them. It's what is it called? It's the one with Denzel Washington and Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, see? Now I'm finna put you on some shit.
I done seen all Denzel, I think.
Denzel and Angelina Jolie, where he was a paraplegic. He couldn't leave the bed, and so he used her to be his eyes and ears. Oh my God. That's definitely one of the hardest films I ever watched. Honestly,
The Bone Collector.
The Bone Collector, yes.
Okay.
The Bone Collector.
I don't know that I've seen that.
You need to go watch it. Matter of fact, we'll watch it together.
1999. Okay.
We'll watch it together.
I was 9 years old. My mom wasn't gonna let me watch that.
I don't care. So The Bone Collector, yes, it was good, but it's not even a movie like that. Why would she not let you watch it? It was just an
I'm
investigative.
just talking.
Like,
I'm just talking.
I was gonna say it's an investigative like detective movie. It wasn't no sex or nothing.
Yeah.
So I'll say The Bone Collector. Then
Is he your favorite actor?
he is.
Okay, so we got that out the way.
Anything with him in it, I'm going to watch it because I think he's brilliant and I love how he is him. He's always him, but bringing the character. He's always himself. Like he has these natural things that I think he does, but he knows when to do it for the character that he's playing. Oh my God.
Does that make him a great actor though?
Yes.
Because he's himself in every film?
Because the thing is you have to be acting for the things that you can relate to. That's the way you're going to give your most honest betrayal. And not that he's him.
What makes for a great actor then? What's the
Is that he makes you believe.
that he's himself? That's not hard to do.
No, not that he's himself. He makes you.
You got a crush on Denzel, bro. Just say that.
If I got a crush on Denzel, I would just say that. But that's not where I'm going with it. Yeah, he fine too. But yeah, no, that's not what it is. It's about his work and how.
But if he's the same in every film and he's himself.
He's not, you're right. He's not the same in every film. I want to say that he has tapped into bringing out the most honest betrayal of every different character. And I can only aspire to do that. That's it. Like he
Miller, how that sound to you? The one time Miller.
All right, the one time Mello ain't hear me. He's so tapped in to self, I'm saying, that to transition and live a life from another point of view, he makes it look effortless. Maybe that's how I'm trying to say it. So in tune with who he is, right? That he can tap into another point of view and bring it to the screen. Because that's all it is. It's just another point of view.
But you still.
If I'm going to play a mother who abandoned her children, I'm not a mother who would abandon her children. But I have to be able to tap into that point of view. I have to be able to do that without judgment of her.
So
and portray
he convinces you that, oh, this is really his point of view.
Yes.
But is that not the same every time though?
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. Because in
He isn't.
Did you see the Equalizer trilogy?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the first Equalizer, what did they show you from what he did, based on what he did? He was just a guy that had just lost his wife, so he was going to the diner, and that was his kind of coping mechanism with losing his wife. With that, he just took it upon himself to help other people that he met in his life. But that's who he was at that time. He was the guy dealing with the
Grief,
death
yeah.
with grief. There we go. Thank you. Then, Equalizer 2. Transform to Equalizer 2. Transition to that one. He no longer seems to be grieving as much.
Is that the train?
Is that the train?
Does it start on the
two?
train?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He no longer seems to be grieving, but now he's just doing what was naturally a part of him. Because before he was grieving and still sought the need to help that girl who needed him, right?
Yeah.
Now he's no longer grieving. But what's a part of him is his innate nature that's in this character whose POV he's portraying. The innate nature of this person to just help people who he feels like need it. He helped the old man that wanted to find his sister because the people kept stealing a portrait of his sister. He actually helped her find her sister. He helped the lady who got in his lift that day. He helped all the people who he rode in the lift.
Okay.
And now he has an extra occupation, whereas before we didn't know what the hell he did but sit in the coffee shop.
Okay.
Now he driving a lift. And then we go to Equalizer 3. This same character who has the innate ability to just want to help people. He's all the way in Budapest or Brazil or wherever he was. He was somewhere.
I gotta watch 3 again.
Yeah. I didn't already seen it like 1,200 times, but I still can't remember. He was in Italy. He was in Italy somewhere.
Okay.
No. And he found the need to help the people there because that's where he was at that time. So the POV of Equalizer is that he is a person that's just gonna help you no matter what. He's a problem solver much like us. He just has the tools and the ability from coming from whatever Secret Service, CIA person he was his job and his career that he could actually help on a grander scale.
Okay.
And so
I'm not hating on Denzel.
you can't.
I'm not.
When you see him in The Bone Collector, because you have not watched that yet, and that's what you need to watch,
Okay.
you're gonna realize if you never knew
He a different character.
Denzel could walk, you're gonna believe he's a fucking paraplegic.
Okay.
If you never knew he could walk. And that's the part. I gotta do that.
All right, actress, go.
I gotta do that. Actress. That's tough. Viola Taraji Angela. Okay, that's the one.
All right.
Viola
Okay.
Taraji Angela.
Okay.
Everything them three bring as a trilogy is what I need to embody as a woman, because women often have to be more things than just the one. So that's what it's gonna be. That's them.
Is there any role you're not taking?
I'm not taking all the way new roles, especially not now, because ain't nobody paying what I need them to pay to see my body on camera all the way.
How much that cost?
Partially. That's millions, and millions is millions. 400. What my boy say, soldier? Millions is millions. You want to see me out of body? You just gave me the role that's gonna be going to every AMC that people gonna see.
But there is a number though.
And I'm gonna get paid. And I'm gonna get paid on the front end, and I'm gonna get paid on the back end, because I'm gonna have to do promo. I want all my money for that. Because right now, what they do is they want you to put the film goes out, it goes to the streaming platform, and they want you to just promo it for free. They paid you. Your pay has been paid. Nah, bruh. We need them contracts where, okay, I get paid to do the movie, I get paid to promote the movie, I get hello, and that's the only way you seeing nudity. It don't make no sense for me any other way.
Yeah.
Because there's no point for nobody that.
So it's not that you won't do it.
Yeah, no, it's
a
that
price.
It's a price for it. Yeah, because I enjoy my body, I explore my body, I love my body, and to be honest, if we're being really honest, without Adam and Eve, we would have all been naked still.
Okay. So you don't have anything that you wouldn't do. There's no role that you would not do.
Nope, it's just levels to it.
Okay. Hey man, your boy Philo, the outlet, live is pre-recorded show on our. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. In the building with Morgan Brock. Morgan, shout yourself out.
Yes, like he just said, it is Morgan Brock. You can find me on Instagram at Morgan Brock. You can find me on Facebook at Morgan Brock. And yeah, I'm just out here figuring out my purpose because I don't want to miss that.
Period, poo.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Morgan Brock. And I just want to give a big shout out to the outlet for having me on their podcast today. Woohoo!